Multi-millionaire Arron Banks presents himself as a cool customer. But today, Mr. Banks, one of the biggest donors in British political history, is facing criminal investigation for donations made during the Brexit referendum. Donations he and his colleague Andy Wigmore told me in June were not a police matter. There have been calls for the police to look at all of this.
To investigate what?
What's the crime?
Yeah, what is the crime?
The Electoral Commission suspect it is illegal donations to Leave.EU, the referendum campaign Mr. Banks funded and bankrolled. Arron Banks says he personally made £8 million worth of loans to Leave.EU. But the Electoral Commission suspects Mr. Banks was not the true source of the money, that it came, possibly illegally, from an Isle of Man-based company he part owns, and that Mr. Banks concealed the true details. According to MPs who've questioned Mr. Banks, that raises serious issues.
The concern would be if this was a foreign donation that was made to a political campaign in this country, which would be an offence, and obviously people would want to know as well, if Arron Banks wasn't the ultimate source of this money, who was?
Arron Banks responded to all this today with a tweet declaring that he had gone fishing in Bermuda. He added, "I am confident that a full and frank investigation will finally put an end to the ludicrous allegations levelled against me and my colleagues. There's no evidence of any wrongdoing from the companies I own."
Let June the 23rd go down in our history as our Independence Day.
The first man Nigel Farage turned to after the Brexit result, Arron Banks, has long complained that investigations into his spending are politically motivated. But much as Mr. Banks enjoys sparring with opponents, like the Remain campaigner who ambushed him with pork pies outside Parliament, the National Crime Agency will be a more serious proposition.